haven't seen your husband in 4 years. And I went to pick you up at the airport and you did not hug me. We got home and she did not kiss me, she did not hug me. I slept in the living room for 2 days. I was sending money. I would send money. My wife would call me and tell me the money is too small. How much did they pay me? I would do a gig of 500k. I would send 200k. The receipts are here.
How can you call your wife for 3-4 days and she will not call? She will not call back. She will not pick. Anytime I call her, now when she did inside motor, she got a house and got a male flatmate.
What?
She got a house and got a male flatmate and said, you know how you can sublet your room. But why a male? I was not comfortable with it.
Nobody will be.
But I let it slide, only for me to find out 2 days ago that the person that she was staying, that she claimed was a flatmate, was sleeping with her.
Is it the same guy she married?
No, I've been in love, but I stupid. I saw a picture of her sitting in a restaurant on a man's leg. Right? It seems like a normal picture. Let me see. Look at the iPad on the table. What do you see?
Let me see.
Zoom in. You can zoom in. Let me help you. Look at the iPad on the table. What do you see?
That's hard.
On a man's leg.
Can you imagine supporting your wife, thinking you're in a marriage, sending your wife abroad, only for you to find out that she secretly got married? That has to be heartbreaking for anybody. This guy was on a show, on an interview, bawling out his eyes, crying. I felt for him, because for a man to cry, they have to be serious. These men have been groomed to be strong all their life. And for him to do that, that tells me he's not somebody who is hardened or who is a narcissist, because they usually don't have feelings. So for this woman to do this to him, it begs the question, why? I don't think he deserves it. I know some people will say, let's wait and hear from the woman. Yes, we should wait and hear from her. But I still think no matter what the case may be, nothing justifies your spouse finding out that he secretly got married. I don't think there's anything he would have done to justify that. And by him crying online shows that he's not that hardened. We need to learn lessons from this, because there's so many people out there that have a spouse that is abroad or is going abroad. We have to really understand that relocation can change somebody. Being in a new environment, a new rules, new friends, new exposure, somebody can change, and somebody that is meek and humble before can suddenly become something else. You hear the adage that you don't really know the true character of a person till they have arrived. Okay, so we have to be mindful when we're dealing. Make sure there's alignment when you're with somebody, especially when distance is involved, because distance can expose things that closeness will hide. Okay, you have to make sure you're still in alignment, especially if you're investing in the relationship, especially if you're pouring in your 100%. You don't want to be giving your 100% and the other person is emotionally checked out completely. You have to also be able to discern. Again, I keep preaching about discernment, because I don't understand how all this will happen. This woman dated a whole somebody else, living with another man that she told the husband is a roommate. By the way, why would you allow your wife or consent to your spouse being roommate with an opposite gender? Have you seen where then they leave goat and yam? You don't leave goat with yam. The goat must eat the yam. It's a natural force. The goat must eat the yam. Okay, so why would you even consent to that? If my husband travels somewhere and tells me that the only way we can survive is for him to roommate with a girl, I'll be like, you know what, come back home. Let's be managing. It's so many things that have come with this relocation. Sometimes make sure that relocating alone will not spoil your marriage. If you cannot go with your spouse, you might consider postponing it. It's been so many stories. There was a woman that traveled abroad, tried to get her papers, eventually married an American in order to do that. And for the man to sign the papers for her, the man told her, you must sleep with me. She doesn't have any choice at that point. She slept with the man and guess what? Contracted HIV and is a mess. You hear so many stories. Unless you have a solid marriage back home. Otherwise, yes, relocating will crack your marriage, especially if one person is relocating. So let's be mindful of what we're doing. And then bros, haba, you said there was a time the woman came back, you got your friends, you went to the airport and she couldn't hug you. She couldn't sleep with you. Bros, that's the time for you to say, hey, what's up? I don't know the chronological event of things. Was this before or after? I don't know. But that should have given you a clue that something is up now. Because women can usually date more than one person and still show the same level of emotional connection. That's a shortcoming that women have. If you're dating somebody outside, you surely will not give your husband the same attention. Women, when they're cheating, they may be able to hide it in terms of their goings and comings and their texting and all that. But in terms of their emotion, if you pay attention, you will find out. Because women, most of the time, are not capable of being emotionally invested in two men at the same time. So, bros, I don't know what to tell you. How did you miss all the signs to the extent that she got married before you found out? I'm not blaming him because he probably just trusted the woman. I'm sure many people will say, let's wait and hear from her. Of course, we will hear from her because eventually she will probably come and say something. And we, the online in-laws, we're not stupid. We will be able to discern who is saying what or who is telling the truth. The reason I'm making this video and standing where I'm standing is because I don't see what anybody will do to justify their spouse secretly getting married to somebody else. You could have just divorced him so he can move on. He will cry his cry in the privacy of his own room and then move on. When they say men are bad, men are bad, men are bad, I'm not in that group. Women are bad, women are good. I'm not in that group. I believe in individuals. There are individuals good, there are individuals that are bad. I look at people and I judge them in the content of their character because I have seen a lot of men that are doing bad things and I've seen a lot of women that are equally doing bad things. This gender war that we're having, I don't like it because even with this thing that is going on, you can see a lot of women leaning towards, let's hear from her, let's hear from her. I will also say, let's hear from her, but you still have to be able to call a spade a spade. Let's stop the gender wars because it's slowly becoming a thing where it's like women and men are fighting against which gender is better. There are bad people in both genders. This story is very disturbing, so anyway, sending him prayers, hope he heals. I wish him well. Another thing that I need to point out right quick is there is a trend that I have seen when a man loves a woman. Sometimes these women tend to take it for granted. There's this group of men who are very proud and love their wife genuinely and celebrate their wife. And those men sometimes are taken for granted. When you find out that your man loves you, cherish it. Don't take advantage of it. Don't start misbehaving because they will take it. That man can switch like that. And when they switch, oh my God, they don't look back. Okay? They don't look back. I'm talking to my gender now. Let's make sure we're not taking them for granted because we're quick to talk about the ones that cheat. When we see good ones, let's make sure we appreciate them. Okay? Thank you all for watching. Until next time, may God bless you. Bye-bye.